Hi, I'm Bill Hinkle, your state representative from the 13th District, and I live in Cle Elum. Thanks for joining me again today from the House of Representatives here in Olympia. And we're now past the midway point in this legislative session. March 7th was a most important cutoff session. It's the time when all the policy bills that originate in the House and the Senate have to pass out of their respective chambers. So they're considered dead if they don't make it past this point in the year. The rules are different for legislation that's necessary to implement the budget, however, and we will see some of those bills come up after all. So last week in the House floor here, we spent several hours passing hundreds of bills. We've passed, I think we set up over 1,200 bills that were dropped and passed 363 bills, I think, up to this point. Now, these measures are now in the Senate for consideration. With the cutoff behind us, the House is now considering bills from the Senate, and this means that less time on the House floor and more time in committees. And as I've mentioned previously, for our updates in the past, I sit on the Health and Wellness Committee. I sit on Ag and Natural Resources, which is the Water Committee, and I'm on Ways and Means, which is the Budget Committee. So as we hit the home stretch of the legislative session, focus will be on the economy and state budget. The bottom line is, we must get Washington working again. First, our economy. So our employees, especially small businesses, face too many challenges that prevent them from being successful and hiring more people. After all, it's about getting people back to work and getting jobs. For example, now our costly, inefficient workers' compensation and unemployment insurance systems. Now we've made some real progress in improving our unemployment insurance system. 2 bills that have already been signed into law will prevent rate increases from employers in 2011 and provide a more stable and long-term calculation for future rates. This should result in more jobs, we hope. The Senate also passed an important workers' compensation reform measure, and it would provide new flexibility and options for workers to voluntarily settle claims and to provide a wage subsidy to ensure workers a faster return to work, and it would reduce benefits. Now the point is we need to get people back to work. We don't do a good job of that here. This too would provide relief and certainty for our employers moving forward. Now, this should also result in more jobs. I'm advocating this solution in the House, and it's vital. In all honesty, we get this thing to the governor's desk. If not, people that are hiring people out there, the people that provide jobs, will not have the tools they need to make Washington go. Now, I know these issues are kind of dry and perhaps hard to understand, but they're a real big deal to our employers, especially small businesses. And small businesses are the backbone of our economy. In fact, businesses with fewer than 50 employees employ 41% of the state's private sector workforce, and they deserve a fair and competitive business climate. In addition to workers' compensation and unemployment insurance, I'm pushing for other solutions in the legislature for our economy, for example, requiring permit decisions within 90 days, providing a moratorium on new rulemaking, giving small businesses a 7-day grace period to correct violations without penalties, and doubling the small business B&O tax credit, delaying new changes to state energy code that would hurt our construction industry and add to the cost of new homes. Again, the bottom line is we must get Washington working again. And this includes our state budget. And we'll talk more about this and issue in further updates. So unfortunately my time's up, and I want to thank you for watching and for joining me today from the House here. If you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to call me, and my information will be provided below here. Again, I'm Bill Hinkle, your state representative from the 13th, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.